Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer water inlet valve. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new water inlet valve. The water inlet valve controls the water going into the washer. The main reason you'd be changing it out is if the solenoids are going bad and they're making noise, or they totally failed and you're not getting any water, or they're stuck open and the washer is overfilling. In order to change the part, we have to go around to the back of the washer. Now that we're around back, we're going to take the fill hoses off. If yours aren't labeled, you want to make sure you label them so you don't mix them up when you put them back on. Just going to take the pliers and break them free. Once you have them free, you can just turn it by hand. Now we're going to remove the access panel, but first we have to remove the smaller panel to get it out of the way. We're going to use the corner nut driver to take out the screw. Once you have the screw out, you just have to swing the panel over, remove these two tabs, and set it aside. Then we can use the corner nut driver to take out the screws to hold the access panel on. Once you have the screws out, we're just going to grab the bottom of the panel, pull it out, then pull the panel off and set it aside. Now we have to lift the console up. We're going to use a putty knife to release the locking tabs on each side. You just want to be careful so you don't scratch anything. Just push the putty knife back until you release it, and then pull back on the console. Once you have this side done, we can do the other one. Now that you have it released, we can go around back, and we just have to push forward on the back to release the tabs and lift it up and carefully flip the console over. Once you have the console flipped up, we can follow the wiring harness from the water inlet valve up to the control board and just unplug it. It's just a locking tab. You just have to press on it. Then we're going to just carefully route the wiring harness underneath the other wires. Just set it out of the way. Then we can use the Torx 20 driver to take out the screws to hold the water inlet valve in. Once you have the screws out, we're just going to carefully pull the water inlet valve out of the machine. Once you have it free, you can pull it off. Here's your old water inlet valve next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new water inlet valve in, you just have to line it up with the hole, and you may have to push the tub down with the snout of the outlet. But all you have to do is put it down into place, push it past the tub, and lift it up into place. And then we can use the Torx 20 driver to put the screws in. Now that we have the water inlet valve mounted, we have to take the tape off. This holds the wire together for shipping, but you don't need it. And we're going to route the wires up underneath the control board wires. Remember, went underneath this one and this one. And then just plug it into the control, making sure it locks in so you get a good connection. Now that you have the wiring harness connected, on the back side of each console there's a little hook that you have to hook into the opening in the cabinet. So we're just going to flip the console over and hook those in. And then rotate it forward and snap in the front ones. To put the access panel back on, you just want to lift it up into place. And you want to make sure that these two go behind, but this one goes in front right here. And then we can push it over the water valve. Once you have it in place, we can use the corner nut driver to put in the screws. Now we can put the smaller panel on. Just have to put these 2 tabs into the openings and flip it over. Use the 1/4" nut driver to put in the screw. Once you have that on, we can put the hoses back on. To put the hoses on, all you have to do is start threading them onto the water inlet valve. You want to make sure you have the hot on the hot and the cold on the cold. And make sure you don't cross thread it. Just thread them on hand tight right now. Once you have them hand tight, we can grab the pliers and tighten them down so we don't get any leaks. Now that you have the washer put back together, you can plug it in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.